1998 Lotus Esprit V8 GT. So that's your 3.5 litre Lotus derived V8 engine with the 2 Garrett turbochargers. So the 350 brake horsepower, sub 5 second 0 to 60, 175 mile an hour car. This one, as you can see, is finished in Calypso red. It's got the correct wheels. Doesn't look like it's been messed about with or anything like that. So they made 204 V8 GTs. Looks to me, if we have a look online, there's 29 left on the road, this being one of them. GT was slightly pared back from your standard car, 40 kilos lighter, or you had the standard V8, or you had the SE, which was the one with the heavier one with the options. Right, let's start by having a look at the bodywork, then we'll do the interior, and we'll get it fired up. We'll look down this driver's side. You can see it is nice and straight all the way down there. It's not caked in filler or full of ripples or anything like that. Lovely and clean on the front nose cone there. We've got a little bit of dried polish there. We'll wipe that off. Bumper meets that front wing nice and evenly. And as does the arch extension with the correct rubber seal in there. It's not peeling away or anything like that. Obviously no rust issues to worry about. Fiberglass. But we are going to look for things like osmosis, paint cracks, all that sort of stuff. Normally you get a bit of stone chipping inside the wheel arch, but as you can see, this one is lovely and clean all the way around. The wheels are absolutely immaculate. There's not a mark on the wheels. They're really, really good. You can see all the way around. Lovely and clean. Brembo brake calipers again, nice and tidy. The discs have got plenty of meat left in them. And we've got matching Pirelli P0 tyres all round, I believe, but we'll double check as we go. Loads of tread left in those. It's always a sign of good ownership. Coming down this side, we'll go up the A-pillar. There's no sign of any real marks on there. There's one very, very tiny stone chip. You can't actually see it on the camera. I'm being really picky. All good along the bottom of the screen. You can normally have a bit of an issue with delamination along there, but that is all good. Nice and tidy around the wing mirror. We do have 2 small stone chips on the top there that have been touched in. Nice and clean on the door. Again, there's another small stone chip just down here on the sill cover. The rest of the sill is all nice and tidy. Pop the camera underneath. See, it is nice and clean under there. So you're looking at a sort of fiberglass floor, but you want to look at generally the condition underneath, which looks to be all good. Nice and clean and tidy around the handle, especially on the door lock. All the glass on this side is clean and clear. It's not sort of ingrained with any scratches or anything like that. And around this intake again, nice and tidy. This model did have the lift out roof, so you've got an option of having it flat closed, popped up like this for a bit of air, or you can lift it out entirely with a contrasting black roof. I did notice, see if we can spot it, so there was a small lump in the paint just there if we're being really picky, and I would say the black section wants a good polish. You can see there's a couple of scratches there, obviously where it's been lifted on and off, but generally it is very good. It just wants a good polish. Just to bring that back, it's nice and clean down there in the channels. Rear quarter, all nice and tidy down there. Again, normally you get caked in stone chips along here and paint flake on the arch, but again, this one, as you can see, is all good. Another immaculate wheel, Pirelli P0 tyre. Have a look up this side from here again, nice and tidy. Coming around on the back, both tail lights, clean, clear, bright with no cracks or anything in that. Got your correct V8 badge on the left, Lotus on the right. Even the Esprit badging's nice and clean. Lower half down here where the heat shield is, the sort of part of your diffuser. Nice straight exhaust tips, they're not off to one side or anything like that. And then under there again, you can see it's not caked in oil. It is nice and clean. Doesn't look like it's seen many wet roads, to be fair. It's not dropping any fluid on the floor. It's been parked here a little while. Coming up onto the sort of fixed spoiler. Again, that lip is nice and clean all the way along. And then your large rear wing. Normally they've got a sort of few stress cracks down the bottom here from people lifting the deck lid up and down, but this one's all good. And then lovely and clean all the way along the top. Coming on the deck lid, same story, lovely and clean and tidy. Around the vents are good. You can see into that rear window there. Again, the seal all the way around is nice and tidy. Coming round onto the passenger side, we can have a look up this side. Again, same as the other side, nice and straight. Lovely and clean on that rear quarter. Inside this rear arch is all good again. Another very good wheel and Pirelli P0 tyre, so we're on 3 out of 4 so far. Nice and tidy coming up here. For being really, really picky, there's a tiny stone chip. You might just see that in the camera there. That's been touched in. They've done a nice job of touching it in. But it is there. Nice and straight along that door. Sill cover. We do have one small scratch just there. Does look like actually that one's sat on top of the paint. It's like someone sort of caught it with their foot when they get in. All the glass on this side. Nice and clear. Have a look up the windscreen from here again. All good on there. Around the wing mirror on this side, nice and tidy. Quite often on Esprit, for some reason, the wing mirrors can be quite floppy. These ones are nice and sturdy. All good down that door. One little stone chip just there. And then onto the front wing again. All the seals all the way around are all nice and tidy. There's a little bit of crazing in the paint there. You can just see it on the arch itself. The rest of the wing is all good. And we're on our final immaculate wheel with Pirelli P0 tyres. So we've got 4 brand fire new looking wheels with matching Pirelli tyres all round. If we're going to be really picky, a little bit of paint flake on the wiper arm that one's touching in. Coming round onto the front, indicators and fogs are all nice and clear. Lower half of that bumper is good with the exception of one little mark just down there. 1 or 2 very tiny stone chips. There's one there, another one there, a couple more that you'd expect. Rest of the bonnet is all good. I'll show you the lights flipping up in a minute. They do come up nice and even as you'd want. Moving on to the interior. So Calypso red exterior, black leather interior. Pop the deck lid while we're there. Nice and clean on that door card. They do have these sort of Alcantara sections which normally wear and fade quite badly. These ones are really nice. Door shuts all nice and tidy. Carpet set's good. There's no funny smells in here or any sign of any moisture. Leather along the top of the dash is all nice and tidy. We do have an immobiliser fitted that does work. A little bit of wear on the driver's seat just here, and a bit more on the bolster, but the seats are still nice and firm. Bolsters haven't collapsed, all the seams are good. All that sort of stuff. A little bit of wear, minor wear on the steering wheel, but generally nice. All good around the gear stick and center console. Just check the mileage while we're here. Digital on these later ones. And we're on 66,184. I will just show you the spot lamps coming up, so they come up nice and evenly, nice and level. That's me off the button, they're staying straight, and they go down quickly and smoothly. Sometimes you can get one where it's maybe a bit droopier than the other. These ones seem to be all good. Coming round into the boot, nice and clean on that carpet set. No funny smells or anything in here. And here you've got your twin turbo V8. Again, you can get quite a lot of paint flake on that cover at some point. This one's all good. Not a whole amount to see really with the way position the engine's mounted. We will get it started up for you in a second. And then into the passenger side. Again, nice and tidy on that door card. The Alcantara on this side is good as well. Door shuts nice and clean. Passenger seat, very, very good. Tiny little bit of wear there. Very, very little. The rest of it is all nice and tidy. The bolsters are nice and firm. Carpet set on this side is good, as is the leather side of this dash. So like I say, it does have an immobiliser fitted. Proper Cobra one, so it's at least of decent quality. And it does do your central locking as well, which is nice. I have to check, but that might even be a factory one. Starting it up on the key. Proper V8 noise. Nothing nasty flying out the back. No smoke on startup. I have briefly had it down the road. Forget how quick these things actually are. Proper supercar really. So there you go. 1998 Lotus Esprit V8 GT. One of less than 30 left on the road. 200 and odd made in total. Calypso red. Sensible miles on it. I believe there's quite a large history file. If you check the description, we'll detail all that in there. But if you've got any questions at all, please let us know. If you want to come and see the car, it's here with us. Again, let us know, we can book you in. If you can't get here to see it, we can send you extra photos, extra videos, or we can do a video call, whatever you prefer. Just let us know. Thank you.